Minecraft 1.16 has officially been released, including some amazing new features. We get 2 new commands, /locate biome and /attribute, which let you locate biomes and modify entity attributes, which is pretty cool. Shulkers can now have rotation, which gives us the ability to make diagonal walls. Text color can, finally, be specified with a hex code instead of a preset color. A few new advancement triggers were added, and compasses can be modified to point to a specific block using the lodestone pause data, which is great. As with any update, these huge changes were of course accompanied by some other minor features, like a material above diamond, some new nether biomes, some new mobs, whatever, who cares. Anyway, to kick off 1.16, I thought I'd try making a suit of super armor with some special abilities, just to kinda highlight the addition of netherite armor, see what we can do with it. Not that it's actually different from diamond armor for this purpose, but, you know. I think I want each piece of armor to have kind of a different ability, but honestly, I haven't thought of an ability for every piece of armor yet, so I'm just gonna start with the ones that I've already thought of, and then just take the rest as they come. I'm gonna start out with the chest plate, because actually the idea for the chest plate was what inspired this video in the first place. I was thinking about something interesting but simple that I could make, and a jetpack came to mind. But then I decided that probably wouldn't take me long enough to make into a whole video, so I thought I would make a jetpack, plus a few other things, so that I could sort of tie it into the update as well. Anyway, the way I think that I want the jetpack to work is basically when you press shift, you'll go up, which I know it doesn't really make sense. But I don't know, I feel like you often see people like crouch when they're using jetpacks in like movies or something. I don't know, that's probably just a figment of my deluded imagination, but I don't know, that's what I think, so I'm gonna go with it. Anyway, that's pretty easy because there's already a scoreboard objective that can track when you're shifting. So all we have to do is give everyone with a score of at least 1 for that levitation, and then reset everyone's score to 0. So that should be pretty easy. Alright, I've gone ahead and set that up. Completely untested. If this doesn't work, I'm going to be a bit disappointed. But it works, so we're all good. Although honestly, I think we want it faster. And it's only set for 1 second, but I think we need to make it automatically clear as soon as you stop shifting, because it just lasts a bit too long after you stop. Alright, levitation amount is increased, and it automatically clears as soon as you stop shifting. Honestly, I think it could be faster, but it's way better now that you stop flying as soon as you let go. Maybe if we just make it like 20? Yeah, I feel like that feels good, you know. Jetpacks are fast. Now, say we have it off, we press shift, nothing is happening. We put it on, press shift, and we fly. Nice. Alright. Last thing I want to do is throw in a quick particle effect. So now that that's in there, oh, come on, go away. I mean, yeah, that looks fine. It's not quite perfect, but it's good enough as far as I'm concerned. Alright, I'd say that wraps up the jetpack. And that right there is why I didn't make that into a whole video, because the video would be over now, and I haven't even been recording for 10 minutes, so this is probably going to be like 2 minutes of actual content. Alright, I'd say next up is the helmet, and I'm thinking I want some kind of, like, mind control almost. Like, just maybe it makes all the mobs around you not attack you. I think that should be pretty easy to configure and moderately interesting. At least, I think it should be pretty easy if we put this guy on mind control and then go into survival. We're on the same team, and so yeah, he doesn't attack me. So I think that just means it makes it as simple as having all the entities around you join your team, both in terms of command and in terms of, you know, what the effect is actually doing. I've been doing this a lot this video. I don't usually do it because it feels kind of weird, honestly, but, you know, I feel like it's a good effect, so maybe I'll do it more. Okay, I'm almost kind of hoping it won't be this easy, because this video is shaping out to be a lot of easy stuff, and we need a bit of a challenge here. So, I guess the only thing to do is see if that's working. Right now it's night, actually, and this guy gets within... He's still attacking me. Okay, good. Maybe it won't be quite so easy. Wait. I'm not wearing a netherite helmet. That would probably do it. I'm willing to bet that once I put that on, and pop back into survival mode. Yep, okay, never mind. It was easy. We are flying through this after all. Alright, I think for the next ability, for the legs, I'm thinking sort of like a spawn reinforcements thing. Like when you take damage, it spawns a bunch of reinforcements. Now, why is it the pants that spawn reinforcements? Don't think about it too hard. So, the thing that will determine whether this ability will be easy or extremely hard has to do with the data for Angry At. So what that is for piglins as well as a few other mobs, like Endermen, I think, and maybe Iron Golems? I don't know. Anyway, the point is, you hit them, right, and then it's angry at me. You can see it has some data which has to do with my UUID. So here's the question, right? We have these two guys, a villager and a zombified piglin, as they're called now. So if we set the zombified piglin's angry at from the villager's UUID, will the zombie piglin actually attack the villager? I think that looks good. It appears to be chasing it and attacking it. Wow. I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect that to work. I would say that that makes this whole ability a lot easier because it makes it easier for it to work for any mob. Specifically what I mean is I had thought about just doing iron golems, because those would, you could just summon them and they'd automatically be mad at the hostile mobs and try to attack them. But then I thought, like, for PvP, there's no point in that, So now this will work just as well against players who are attacking you as it will against mobs. So if we do that, we go into survival, we hop down, it summons a zombified piglin that is still not mad at anything. Why not? Oh god. Oh, maybe the problem is that when I was trying to test it, I told it to be a zombified piglin, not to not be a zombified piglin. Like some weird knockoff Shakespeare. But if I am like this, maybe... You want to get mad? You want to get mad? You want to get mad? It does not want to get mad. Why does it not want to get mad? Okay. Here's the sense that I'm getting based on my most recent test. It seems as though something about the fact that the zombified piglin was just summoned somehow prevents it from actually being able to function properly. Hopefully, by making it wait a tick, we can make it actually work. So if we go into survival, hop down, I had just turned off the actual summoning to test, pretty much. But if we go into survival, hop down. Okay, it's mad at me. I don't like that at all. Okay, the way I'm getting around that, I'm just gonna not let them get mad at anyone who has netherite leggings on. Just because, it wouldn't work like that, right? Like the mind control, it just wouldn't work. I don't know, man. Don't question it too much. Anyway, the point is, maybe now it can get mad at this villager instead of at me, which it does seem to be doing properly. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of a lame solution, honestly. I mean, could I have found some kind of workaround? Maybe, yeah, but I really don't think it would have been worth it. I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm making excuses. I'm sorry, but I really did. I really did spend a long time on that. It's funny, I complained so long about how easy everything was, and then when things got hard, I just complained even more. Alright, it is early in the morning now. Hopefully, I don't sound super sleepy, but if you're hearing this, it means that while editing, I decided that I sounded sleepy enough that I needed to give an explanation. So, for the last piece of armor, the boots, I was thinking originally something sort of mobility related, and then I thought speed would be kind of lame, because it would be super easy. I thought about like a lava walker, like something that lets you walk on lava, but honestly that's been done by multiple other people before. So I wanted to do something new. I thought about doing like a hover enchantment that lets you like hover in the air briefly when you jump. But actually I've done that before. So I'm not gonna just, remake something that I've made before, because that's kind of boring. And finally what I settled on, which is sort of semi-mobility related, is like something where you jump, there can be like an explosion that destroys the ground and pushes enemies back, and it's an explosion, it does explodey things. So the way we're going to detect when you're falling is with a scoreboard objective that's tracking your vertical motion, which you can see on the right. And you can see when I'm actually just standing on the ground, it says -79. I'm not sure why it does that. If you look at our motion, for some reason our middle one, which is the vertical motion, is not 0, even though we're clearly just standing here. If you start flying, oh my god, if you start flying, it is 0. But yeah, for some reason when you're just standing on the ground, it's -79. I don't know why, it doesn't actually matter. I already have it set up to only explode if it's less than -200 anyway. I don't know quite what that's going to be like, but let's see. Alright, after a minor fix, I had it, oh yeah, well, it's doing that, and it is very clearly propelling us up into the sky. Oh, it occurs to me, originally I was going to check first if the block below the player was air. So I think the problem was it would, knock us up further than it would take for us to start falling fast enough to summon another one, right? So it just continued to explode over and over again. But if we check to make sure first that the player was standing on the ground, I think that would fix it. Okay, I've done that. I have literally no idea whether or not it's going to work. Let's see. Okay, so now we're having sort of a different problem, unsurprisingly. I kind of think the best solution to that is to just reduce the amount of fall speed you need for it to summon a TNT. Which does have the downside of probably preventing you from exploding when you just jump. But honestly, I kind of think we want it to not explode when you just jump. Let's try again. Okay, honestly, that's almost exactly what I wanted. The thing that I'm wondering is, does it work in survival? I tried to give us some kind of resistance, so that the explosion doesn't instantly kill you, and hopefully neither does the fall damage, but let's see if that works. Well, we did not take damage. However, it did not go off that time. Okay, I'm just going to go extra high up to make sure that it actually explodes and we can see what we want to. So we're falling, we get our resistance, and yeah, no damage taken at all. But what would a video like this be without a good old little test to show off? So I was thinking we could just try out fighting everyone's favorite boss, the Wither, and we could see how this whole thing works. So here we go. Put on all my armor. I can fly around. Now question number 1. Hey, look, we got a pigman. Oh god, it's exploding. Question number 1. If I get close enough, will it be on a team with me? The answer appears to be no. However, we are getting a lot of zombie pigmen, or excuse me, zombified piglins they are now, going after it. So that's good. I'm kind of tempted to just hang back because I think they're going to handle it. Well, I appear to have been killed by the very thing that was meant to protect me. I'm not honestly convinced that the piglins are doing anything. I don't know that they are capable of attacking the Wither, given that the Wither is still at full health. Okay, clearly I'm going about this wrong. I should be dive bombing him with the explosion. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I didn't manage to actually make it go off that time. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Well, that's weird. I think that's a bug. Look at how you can't see my absorption hearts when I have Wither. Alright, we're almost there. This water is actually making it moderately difficult to do it, but we did it! Hey! And we got the Nether Star, so we can make a beacon. And holy moly, that armor took a lot of damage. So, yeah, I would say overall, that seems to be working pretty well. All of the items are working more or less as I intended. I'm loving this jetpack. This is really fun. I would say that one's about a wrap. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I always enjoy making these kinds of videos. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching them. If you do, let me know with a like or a sweet subscription. But whatever you choose to do, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.